All right, now our new generation. If you're still living, who has a knife? No, if you're still living. Any living knives? Did you use a knife? No, he's got a fork. All right, so the knives are gone. How about 2 tines? 2 tines? 4 of them. How about 4 tines? 3 of them. All right, so we're already seeing, people, a big change in our population. The knife beak wasn't very successful. It wasn't good at doing this for obvious reasons. Because the trait wasn't as good as the other ones, they got out-competed by the other beaks. The 4 tines and the 2-tine forks. They're better at getting this food eaten than the knife was. So the knife trait is gone from our population. And the new population has just these forks left. So the new population of birds that will come in the next generation will look like whatever's left in our population. So a lot of 2-tine forks, a lot of 4-tine forks. Make sense? All right, and we'll introduce a new mutation. No, I don't have any sporks. I need these sporks. Here's your new mutation. Okay? And again, these are random things that pop up. Congratulations. You're this thing. You're this thing. No, you got a decent one. You were off. What do you have?
I barely survived.
You're going to use that.
Oh,
You're going to use that. Use that. Use that. You're that. What do you got? You're that. You're that. You're that. All right, so new mutations join. Your baby bird.
Oh wait, is this your half? Yeah. Yeah, I think it was
All right, here we go. 2 more minutes. I lost my time. There we go. This is our last round. On your mark.
Yeah, I got a hair in there.
Go.
Oh, there's one.
On your mark. Get set.
Oh, Avery. Avery. I thought you said go. Hang on. Oh.
Reset.
Okay.
On your marks.
Oh, shoot.
Get set. Go. 2 minutes. So now over time,
You're gonna win, obviously.
the traits that are the most beneficial keep getting passed on, and the traits that aren't beneficial eventually die out.
You keep doing it with your hands. Stop.
This is the point of natural selection. This is the big idea.
You're my hair, bro.
No hand.
When adaptations come about because of these random mutations,
I don't like this.
if the random mutation makes the
No
organism better in their environment, they live longer, they reproduce more, and they pass that beneficial trait on. If a trait pops up from a mutation that isn't very good, it doesn't get passed on because that organism dies sooner, doesn't reproduce as much. Come on, birdies. Oh, nice.
I'm gonna eat all of them. No,
Alright.
I'm gonna eat all of them. Stop here. I should be like the part. No,
30 seconds.
there you go.
Oh god.
20 seconds. You're not going to win if you don't try. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop eating. Stop eating. Get your plate reset and count them up.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
9, 10, 11, 12,
34.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
Yeah, what do you think? No, we got to do it now.
30, 31, 32, 33, 35,
I died. I get mad at me. I died.
Once you're done counting, please stand up.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
60, 61,
74.
63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69.
If you were able to eat at least 80, so 80, if you got at least 80, sit down. If you got at least 75 or more, sit down. How about 74? 73? 72? 71? 70? 69? 8 or 68? 67? 66? 65? If you did not get at least 65, I'm so sorry, you are dead. Please move to the side. All right, those of you that are left, obviously we have no knives left in this class. Oh, I'm sorry. How about two-tine forks? How many two-tines do we have? 1, 2. How about 4-tine forks? 1, 2 still alive. How about spoons? 2 of them. All right, so these things obviously were better than what we had at the beginning, those knives. Now again, I don't know if you know while you were eating there, if an adaptation pops up through some random mutation in the DNA, and the adaptation makes you better at being in your ecosystem, you live longer, you reproduce more, and you pass that good trait on. If a trait pops up, what if say a trait popped up in our next generation that looked, again, random mutation, that looked like that?
Oh.
It's not going to be very successful, right? I can barely reach the food, let alone pick it up. So if we had a random mutation for this thing come into our next generation, what's going to happen to it? It's going to disappear like immediately because it's not successful. That's the other part of this. If a mutation occurs that doesn't make you successful or makes you less competitive than the other stuff, less successful in your ecosystem, you don't live as long, you don't reproduce as much, and that trait disappears. And that's what we saw originally with our knife beak. It disappeared from the ecosystem because it wasn't as beneficial to have as the other things. And we could keep going to just because there's not really much more we can explain here. But again, what we did here in this 30 minutes or so was a real quick snapshot of what happens over very long time periods.